Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Oyinda. Welcome if you're here for the first time. I'm a book lover, booktuber, book blogger, book reviewer, bookstagrammer. I love books. Oyinda loves books. So in this video, I'm going to be voting in the Goodreads Choice Awards. Period. As I vote, I'm just going to record my screen and just leave that for you guys to watch while I put myself in a little corner here. I'm so excited because a lot of my favorite books, are in the categories this year. Like last year, I also had a lot of favorite books in the categories. So for some categories, it's going to be very hard to pick because these books are very, very amazing. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to get into the voting right now. Okay, let's get into it. Guys. So best fiction. I haven't read any Nicholas Sparks books actually. Beautiful World, Where Are You? That has been very polarizing. Actually, the only book I have read here is Dial A for Aunties, and that's great because I love the book so much. It was so much fun to read. I listened to audiobook on Script. I'm going to be leaving my referral link for Script down below, so if you want to register for Script, go ahead and do that. So yeah, my vote is in for Dial A for Aunties. I'm going to the next category, which is mystery and thriller. And guys, I have read every there are only one, two, three books here I've not read. That's Stephen King, Colson Whitehead, and S.A. Cosby. I have read every other book and they are so good. I didn't really like The Maidens. I didn't really like The Wife Upstairs, but I really enjoyed all the rest. And Rock, Paper, Scissors, and The Push are my faves. But I'm giving it to The Push because everyone needs to read this book. I'm going to link my Goodreads and Instagram review of this book in the description, so you go ahead and read it because period is so good. It's so good, guys. Next, we're going to historical fiction, and in this category I have read, let's see, I have read only one book here, and that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I loved it. Like, it was so good. So my vote is going to Malibu Rising for best historical fiction. The Yellow Wife is on my TBR. Yeah, it's actually on my I don't know why I haven't saved it on Goodreads, but yeah, it's on my TBR. I'll get to it next year. Next category is fantasy, and that is one of my favorite. Like, apart from mystery and thriller, fantasy is my top tier. YA fantasy. Look at this. YA fantasy is my favorite genre. So yeah, fantasy is going to be a hard one because She Who Became the Sun, The Inheritance of Orchidia Divina, and The Witch's Heart are some of my favorite books of the year. So who gets it? She Who Became the Sun. It was just, I love Asian fantasy so much. There's just so much. It just feels so full and well formed. The Poppy War, Six Crimson Cranes, The Descendant of the Crane, so good. They're so good, guys. Let's go to romance, and I know romance is going to give me another, like, it's going to be hard again to pick my romance because these are such good books. Now there are three, I think. Yeah, Neon Gods, 7 Days in June, and actually A.G. Brown. I think The Heart Quotient didn't make it in because I think that was in the first round, but it didn't make it through. So I'm picking actually A.G. Brown. Talia Hibbert is the queen. Like, she is the queen. Next category is science fiction, and I do not think I have read any book in this. I have Remote Control and The Echo Wife. I remember them. Remote Control wasn't that. I was so hyped to read it, but it wasn't that good. The Echo Wife was also good, but didn't blow my mind. But I feel like Ned is one of my favorite authors, so yeah, I'm still going to vote for Remote Control. Up next, we have horror. I think this is definitely the category that I have not read anything. One of my reading goals for next year will be to read more horror because point blank period, I have not read any of these books. I haven't. Mona Wad is on my TBR. I plan to read some horror books next year. but period, I haven't read any of this. So let's go to humor. I feel like I would have read a bunch of books here, but I'm not sure. I haven't read any of these books. Phoebe Robinson and the other this one by Amber Ruffin and Lacey Lamar are on my TBR. Wow, that's so strange. So let's go to non-fiction. Hopefully I have read a lot of non-fiction this year, but they're probably backlist titles. Oh, Cultish, definitely Cultish. Cultish is so good. Amanda Montell, top tier. Like, you need to read Word Slot and Cultish. So definitely Cultish gets my votes. You need to read Cultish, guys. It's an exploration into cults in America and how language comes into play. But I think Amanda Montell is a linguist, a feminist linguist. So she explores how language evolves over time and how it is used in different circles. So in Cultish, she really explored how language is used to lure people into cults and how cults use language. So you need to read that. Best memoir and autobiography for me is going to be Somebody's Daughter. I read Somebody's Daughter earlier this week and 4 stars. It was so good. Crying in H Mart was good as well. I read it 4 stars. And also I think I've also read also those are the only 2 I have read. I have Priyanka and Cicely Tyson's books on my TBR, so next year all of my reading has been pushed to next year. Let's see history and biography. I do not think I have read any of these books, and I think the only one on my TBR is 400 Souls, so I'm not going to be voting. Graphic novels and comics. I read so many more graphic novels and comics this year, and taking the cake for me is definitely going to be Cheer Up, Love and Pom Poms. It's a book about a trans protagonist, sapphic, everything it gave. I have read the first book in this series, that's Raven, the book about Raven in this Kami Garcia series, but I haven't read Beast Boy and Raven, and I've read the other Avatar graphic novels, but I haven't read Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy. Now let's see poetry. I didn't read a lot of poetry this year, but I think they also included novels in verse. I did read Black Girl Come Home. I also read The Hill We Climb. Yeah, so Home is Not a Country for me. Period. It's a YA novel in verse. Debut novel. I think I read a lot of debuts this year, so let's see what they. Oh, She Who Became the Sun is here again. Honey Girl, I love Honey Girl, so I already voted for Honey Girl. I already voted for She Who Became the Sun and The Push, so I'm just going to vote for The Gilded Ones because that's my baby. Decca is my girl. Like, Decca is my girl. Yeah, so The Gilded Ones, and let's go to. I have the Spanish. Yeah, I have a lot of these on my TBR as well. The Spanish Love Deception and The Firekeeper's Daughter. I have the audiobook of The Firekeeper's Daughter. So let's go to young adult fiction. I don't know why young adult thriller isn't come on. Do you think I am going to vote for anything else in any category that Ace of Spades appears? Don't joke with me. Ace of Spades for the win. Ace of Spades, please. Period. I actually love a lot of, as you can see so many stars in my reviews for these books. I enjoy them so much, but Ace of Spades takes the cake, like, period. Okay, so now on to young adult fantasy and sci-fi, one of my favorite genres to exist, and I think I have read a bunch of these books. I have read lore. I love lore, but I already voted for The Gilded Ones in another category, and I did read Rule of Wolves and lore, but I didn't really like Rule of Wolves, like, compared to the way I enjoy King of Scars. It was a nice ending to the entire universe, and it like gave way for future Six of Crows books. But right now I just finished Our Violent Ends yesterday, and I'm still reeling off the ending and the book, so I'm going to be voting Our Violent Ends. It is what it is. And now I think on to the last category, which is middle middle grade and children's. Whew, I actually have read a lot of middle grade this year, but I haven't read any of these middle grade books. And I have had Amari on my TBR since January. I do have the audiobook of Daughter of the Deep, but I haven't read any, so I will not be voting in this category. So there we have it, guys. Those are my votes for, I think I voted in 13. Yeah, I voted in 13 categories for the Goodreads Choice Awards 2021 period. So yeah, I'm rooting for these books. I'm rooting for my favorite books, and I cannot wait for them to announce the winners. I'm going to lose my shit when my favorite books win. I did not say if, I said when, because I know my favorite books are going to win. Period. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I don't know when next I'm going to be doing a YouTube video, because you know life is crazy at the moment, but yeah, fingers crossed I see y'all again soon, or y'all see me again soon. Bye. Okay, I have to come back again to say something. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share if you like this video, which I'm sure you will. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what books you voted for and what books you want to see win. And also follow me on the gram. I share a lot of fun reels, a lot of fun recommendation posts, a lot of fun reviews over there, and I would love to see you follow me. So thank you for watching, everyone. Bye, kisses.